So today is the start of a little mini-series. I'm looking at the Idols of the Realms essential kits. These are 2D minis for D&D. I got 3 of the 4 kits. So I got the Sidekick, the Monster Pack 1, and the Monster Pack 2. I didn't choose to get the PC version because, to me, I want my my players to have 3D models, so I prefer the pre-painted minis. But I think these are a much better way of getting a start into D&D, especially if you're just starting from the Essentials box kit, because I'm pretty sure all the figures in here are designed for either the adventures in that kit or from that little monster manual at the back of the box. So I think these are better for new players, especially in my area where those starter are the blind boxes that are 4 pre-painted minis. They're like $25 to $35 in my area for 4 minis. Yes, they're 3D printed, 3D minis, and they're painted. But really, this is about $35 for a whole bunch of them for each of these little packages. So I think these are a better way of getting into it. I'd still rather have 3D minis for my player characters. Those I'm willing to go buy. So mine came in a little bent when I got it, so I hope it doesn't do too bad for the acrylic sheet inside that the minis are printed on, but it might bend a little. But other than that, there's no damage to it, so let's open it. So now that they're out of the package, you see you get 2 acrylic sheets separated by this little piece of paper to give a bit of a background. And let's take a look at the sheets of acrylic first. So in this one you get a bunch of, well, it's all characters or NPCs. So this looks like a group of guards, some wizards, a little gnome or halfling. There's actually a bunch of halflings or gnomes. You get some rather interesting figures. These could all be used as NPCs, bandits, people at taverns or inns. On the second sheet you get a few more of them. This looks like it could be a ranger or hunter. You get an ox and a cow and a whole bunch of these clear bases. At the end of the video I'll have like a little photo gallery going through everything. So the back of them have this little foil or saran wrap backing. Let's see what it's like taking it off. So now that it's off on the back of them, you can see no paint was actually ripped off or peeled off, so they're actually decent quality that way. But you can, on the back, feel the raised surfaces, so you may want to put a spray varnish or some kind of clear coat to protect them. Otherwise, I think they just pop out with a little bit of force. So in the Sidekick pack that I just opened, you get 27 minis and 27 bases, each of different sizes. So all the bases are actually kind of size coordinated. So your small bases have a little triangle on them. Your medium bases have a bit of a diamond. It'll focus. And your large bases have a round circle. Now these are actually really tight fits. I would actually probably take some sandpaper or something and file down the base of that little plastic mini that slides into the slot on the base, just so it fits a little easier. Otherwise you do risk probably breaking them over time. However, I wouldn't want to trim them down so much that they're loose, so you probably only need to pass it over with some sandpaper for a few seconds. This kit actually has a lot of good minis for a variety of different NPCs, so this might be an ideal way of just flushing something out, whether it's a community, a village, or even just a bandit camp. These might work. The only issue I have, really, on some of the design, is you have a whole bunch of little halflings or gnomes, and they all carry wrenches. I'll put a picture of it up right now. Personally, I think these would have been better if they had a variety of stuff, because really, the wrenches only work for like a gnome workshop or if you have an Eberron campaign, but if you're playing anywhere else, to me it doesn't seem as good. Thanks for watching, and I'll follow this up with just a quick kind of PowerPoint slideshow of all the different minis you get in the set.